One of the things that we do on our team that I wanted to share with you guys to do for your team is an annual client review. We do this every year in the month of the anniversary for a past client that's closed. And we reach out to them to see if they would like to chat, to talk about their mortgage, to see if there's any problems, if there's any changes they're needing, or any questions too. I mean, questions about the homestead exemption or whatever. It just provides a great opportunity for us to touch base and give them any suggestions. Sometimes they take us up on it, sometimes they don't, but either way, we get in front of all of our past clients. And it's every month for the anniversary closing. So it could be the 1-year anniversary for all the August closings from 2022, the 2-year anniversary from 2021, and so on, to where we're reaching out to everyone. And then whoever does want to chat with me, it's great. But we call it an annual client review. Well, I encourage you guys to do the same thing on your anniversary from your closings, to reach out. Number one, they get to hear from you, and you get to just chat with them and hear how life is and just get back in front of them, right? Because you never know when they're going to come across somebody that needs to buy or sell a home and they need to refer you, right? But it's also just a great thing to do to answer questions and be helpful. It's a great opportunity to talk about the homestead exemption. Look it up before you make that phone call to be able to have a conversation with them, especially right now, needing to make sure they have it for that $100,000 tax credit. So here are 4 questions. I have 4 questions for you guys on what you could be asking on your end when you are starting that conversation. Because if you're telling them I'm going to have an annual client review, you want to have your questions ready, right? And call it whatever you want to. A past client review, a annual home equity review, whatever feels natural, but just do it. The first question is a very simple one that's just a great conversation starter. How is the house working out? That is an amazing question to find out what's working, what's not, where their problems are. During COVID, people were putting contracts on houses so quickly, even sight unseen for some. And it was happening so fast, so furious. Some people were just caught up in winning the bid because they had so much competition and that fuels them. And people were compromising about what they really wanted in a house. Like maybe they wanted a 4-bedroom, but they settled for a 3-bedroom. Maybe they wanted this school district, but they settled for this school district. And so now is a great time to chat with these guys to find out, how's it going? Is there any changes that you may need to happen in your life? The second is, do you have any questions about the values in your neighborhood or with what's going on in the market? That's another great question. But make sure you got an answer, right? If they're like, yes, I'd like to know, before you make that phone call, you want to go ahead and research the neighborhood to see what has sold, what may be for sale right now, how that house compares to their home, that kind of conversation, right? The third is, do you have any plans in the future on upgrades that you may be wanting to do or changes in your home that I may be able to give you some advice on, either get you some referrals or even talk about the return on investment for whatever changes you may be wanting to make? That's a great conversation. So that's the third question that you'd want to ask. But in addition to that, that would give you an opportunity to refer to someone that you know that maybe is a great partner that has referred to you, whether it's a great roofer, whether it's a great painter, or whoever you may know. The last one is, do you have any thoughts? And this one is purposely the last one because it's a harder question, right? It's more of a sales question. But have you had any thoughts about buying an investment property, or maybe turning this one into an investment and buying another primary house or a vacation home? But giving a question that prompts that question of, in the future, are you going to be looking at selling and buying again, that we need to talk about? So save that question for last again. I know I mentioned that, but I hope those questions help. Add in whatever questions you feel like are important, put them in order, have it in front of you, and start making those phone calls, because I promise they will love it, and you will, of course, be their realtor for life. I hope that helps. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.